Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Supernatural Sunday. All right, now, like I said, I've been promoting it all week. Well, I've been promoting it off and on for the last couple of weeks. Now we're ready to start season 5. Okay, we're jumping head first right into season 5 with the first 2 episodes of season 5. All right, so thank you so much for joining us. I hope you enjoy the show. Let's get started. All right. Now, this episode, the first episode of season 5, starts off right where the last one ended. Um, this is called Sympathy for the Devil, season 5, episode 1. Let me get my glasses here so I can make sure I read everything correctly. All right. So, this episode stars Mark Pellegrino, who in this episode plays Nick. Now, he has played in Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F., which is the new Beverly Hills Cop film that was on Netflix, which is a great movie. I enjoyed it immensely. So if you haven't seen it yet, do go to Netflix and check it out if you get the chance, because I'm sure you'll love it if you love the other movies. He also played in one episode of Grimm, which was a great show. A great show. And he did 22 episodes of a series called The Tomorrow People. Now, I think that one came on after Supernatural, and it didn't last very long, to my knowledge. I don't think it did, but he was very good in that show. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he played the bad guy. And it was a good show. Why it didn't get more, episodes, that kind of thing. It just kind of fell apart, which was bad. But it was a good show. It also stars Rachel Miner, who plays Meg. Yeah, Meg is back, but with a different person playing her. Rachel Miner also played in Butterfly Effect 3 Revelations. She also played in the film Black Dahlia, and she did 71 episodes of the Guiding Light soap opera. I've only seen Butterfly Effect 3, and I can't really say that I picked her out. Of course, at this time, Butterfly Effect 3 came out, and Supernatural was not a thing, so I'm sure if I go back and watch it now, I would find her. And this episode also stars Becky, who was played by Emily Perkins. Now, Emily Perkins, I didn't know it at the time until I looked it up. She was in the 1990 version, the 1990 miniseries of It as a little girl. And she was also a character by the name of Bridget, who played in the Ginger Snaps trilogy. Now, if you have not seen the Ginger Snaps trilogies and you are a fan of werewolf movies, then you need to go and check these movies out. I'm telling you, these Ginger Snap films, there's 3 of them. They are fantastic. Okay? Fantastic. And she also played in the film Prozac Nation with Christina Ricci. I don't think I've seen all. I think I've seen some of that Prozac Nation, but I haven't watched all of it. It was a decent flick. But the Ginger Snaps trilogy, oh my gosh. Y'all need to watch that. I'm telling you. Okay, so the plot for this episode is that Sam, Dean, and Bobby must deal with the aftermath of the devil's escape from hell, and receive startling news from the prophet Chuck. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the clips from season 5, episode 1, Sympathy for the Devil. Here we go.
Here it is. I can use a guy like you. There's a certain...
What the hell? I don't know.
Folks, quick word from the flight deck. We're just passing over Ilchester, then Ellicott City on our initial descent into Baltimore.
Ilchester, weren't we just there?
So, if you'd like to stretch your legs, now would be a good time.
Holy crap!
Kid, you all right?
No, actually. Bobby, this is all my fault. Lilith was the final seal.
Sam, stop it.
I killed her. And I set Lucifer free.
You what?
You were reckless and selfish and arrogant.
I'm sorry.
This kind of thing don't get forgiven, boy. If by some miracle we pull this off, I want you to lose my number. You understand me?
What, you thought you could actually kill Lucifer? You simpering wad of insecurity and self-loathing? You're Michael's weapon, or rather his receptacle.
I'm a vessel?
You're the vessel. It's a great honor, Dean.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, life as an angel condom. That's real fun. I think I'll pass, thanks.
No more jokes. Bang.
You son of a bitch!
Keep mouthing off, I'll break more than his legs.
Michael needs my say-so to ride around in my skin.
Unfortunately, yes.
The answer's no.
Okay. How about this? Your friend Bobby, we know he's gravely injured. Say yes and we'll heal him. Say no, he'll never walk again. And how about we heal you from stage 4 stomach cancer? Let's see how Sam does without his lungs. Are we having fun yet? How are you?
Alive? It's a good question. How did these two end up on that airplane? Another good question, as the angels didn't do it. I think we both know the answer, don't we? Now put these boys back together and go. I won't ask twice.
Unlikely to walk again. Are you snot-nosed son of a bitch? Wait till I get out of this bed. I'll use my game leg to kick your friggin' ass. Yeah, you better run.
You believe that yahoo?
Screw him, you'll be fine.
Whoever wins, heaven or hell, we're boned.
What if we win? I'm serious. Just screw the angels and the demons and their crap apocalypse. You know, they want to fight a war? They can find their own planet. We take them all on. We kill the devil. Hell, we even kill Michael if we have to, but we do it our own damn selves.
And how are we supposed to do all this, genius?
I got no idea. But what I do have is a GED and a give 'em hell attitude, and I'll figure it out.
I was awake. I know what I said back there. I just want you to know that that was the demon talking. I ain't cutting you out, boy. Not ever.
Is there something you want to say to me?
You chose a demon over your own brother, and look what happened. And you let me down in ways that I can't even... I don't think that we can ever be what we were. You know? I just don't think I can trust you.
All right, so the vision of the angels and demons is coming together. Their plan, whatever they plan to do, is all fitting in. Lucifer needs a vessel, so that brings us to Nick, played by Mark Pellegrino. And we get backstory on Mark's character Nick. Apparently, somebody had broke into his house and killed his wife and his baby. So Lucifer played on that, um, and got Nick to say yes. So now Nick is the vessel for Lucifer. Um, Sam and Dean deal with Zachariah. Zachariah is an amazing bad guy. Okay, he's just amazing at the role. Um, this was an amazing start to another great season. Okay, there's going to be so much stuff that happens in this season. You thought season 4 was good? Oh, dude, we're just touching the top of the icing on this one. Okay, um, so we find out that Lucifer needed a vessel, which was, of course, Mark. So now Lucifer has a body, but apparently um, Sam and Dean didn't know that he needed a vessel until, boom, there it is. So this was like a great start. A great start. I mean, we got new characters. We got Meg returning, but has a different person. And we got Becky. Becky's a new character, and if I'm not mistaken, she was a super fan of the Supernatural books. So Chuck reached out to her to get word to Sam and Dean that Cass is gone. But then, when her angel's ever gone, But yeah, this was a great episode, a great start to season 5. We get into uh, a lot of the stuff with Sam trying to deal with saying, with killing Lilith, even though he didn't know that she was the final seal, he had no way of knowing. But if he would have listened to Bobby and Dean to start with over the whole demon thing, But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Like I said in the last episode, Sam was doing what he thought was right. He thought he was the one that could stop Lilith and stop the apocalypse. So he was trying to do what he thought was right. So you kind of sympathize with that. But you also sympathize with Dean and Bobby on the no demon thing. But so yeah, this was a great episode. Great way to start off the new season. And there's going to be an array of new characters that are going to show up as we go through this, and it's great. It's fantastic. The stuff that Nick went through, that Nick's character went through before, with the death of his wife and his baby. God, I mean that's and what kind of person? Well, I guess you have to be Lucifer to bring all that stuff back and just play off of that and try to get, finagle him into saying yes to accept you as a vessel to let you in. And man, and the setup for that, the scene with the baby monitor and then the blood coming out of the crib, that was a neat setup for that. That the special effects on that was good, was really, really good. But yeah, this was a great episode. You need to sit down and watch this episode. I'm telling you, it's great. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on before we move into the next one. You know what I do. You know what I do. I got it right here waiting for me to take a drink. And I'm smelling it and I'm like, oh, let's hurry up and get to this part. All right, so here we go. Now, when you're a coffee drinker and you don't have that cup of coffee, that first cup of the day, that very first cup of the day, it makes your whole day just smooth as can be. But now when you don't have it, when you don't have that cup, it's the whole day is just like a slap in the face. A slap right in the face.
Me.
What's the odds? Patient. Oh, dead. Oh.
First cup, best cup. Good. All right, now we're gonna move on to episode 2 of season 5. And this episode is called Good God, Y'all. Now, in this episode, we find out that, in the last episode, I didn't go over that. I'm sorry. I apologize. In the last episode, Bobby was possessed by a demon. And in order to purge that demon from him, he ended up stabbing himself, which landed him in the hospital. So that's where we start off in this episode, with Bobby in the hospital, finding out that he's no longer going to be able to walk again. He's been paralyzed because of that. So that's where we're at right now. And this episode, like I said, is called Good God, Y'all. And we have Rufus coming back. I think I talked about him once before, back when Bella was a thing. Of course, Stephen Williams plays Rufus. He played in the 2017 It. He played in the Blues Brothers. And he also played Creighton Duke in Jason Goes to Hell, Friday the 13th, Final Friday. Also has a Sean Roberts who plays Austin, who was in 3 of the Resident Evil films. And he was in Triple X 2 with Vin Diesel, and he was in the original X-Men. It also stars a Titus Welliver who plays Roger. He was in Escape Plan with Stallone and Schwarzenegger. He was in Shaft, and he was in Transformers: Age of Extinction. So pretty good cast going into it. Like I said, in this episode, we find out that Bobby is paralyzed. Cass is powerless because he's been removed from heaven, so he has no power, so he can't heal Bobby. Dean comes up with this idea to take on Lucifer and kill Lucifer, which Cass tells him no, can't be done. But I know somebody who can. We have to find God. So in order to find God, Cass needed an amulet. And the only person that had that amulet was Dean. The necklace that Dean wore around his neck is God EMF, pretty much. It glows bright in God's presence. So Cass came to get the amulet to go find God. While all that was going on, and Cass just takes off with the amulet, Rufus calls Bobby in a panic because he's in a small town in Colorado that is being taken over by demons. Sam and Dean arrive to help, but discover that some things are just not what they seem to be. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into clips from season 5, episode 2. Good God, y'all. Here we go.
Cell phone, Cass? Really? Since when do angels need to reach out and touch someone?
You're hidden from angels now, all angels. I won't be able to simply...
Enough foreplay. Get over here and lay your damn hands on.
I can't. I'm cut off from heaven. Much of heaven's power. Certain things I can do, certain things I can't.
You're telling me you lost your mojo just in time to get me stuck in this trap the rest of my life?
Sorry.
Shove it up your ass.
Your plan, to kill Lucifer.
Yeah, you want to help?
No, it's foolish. It can't be done.
Oh, well, thanks for the support.
But I believe I have the solution. There is someone besides Michael strong enough to take on Lucifer. Strong enough to stop the apocalypse. God. I'm gonna find God. He isn't in heaven. He has to be somewhere.
Try New Mexico. I hear he's on a tortilla.
No, he's not on any flatbread. I did come for something. An amulet.
An amulet? What kind?
Very rare, very powerful. It burns hot in God's presence. It'll help me find him.
What, this?
May I borrow it?
No.
Dean, give it to me.
Don't lose it. Oh, great. Now I feel naked.
Who the hell are you? What are you?
Copy. Popped in to watch. Here's a hint. I was in Germany, then in Germany, then in the Middle East. I was in Darfur when my beeper went off. I'm waiting to hook up with my siblings. I've got 3. We're gonna have so much fun together.
I know who you are. There aren't any demons in town, are there?
Nope. Just frightened people, ripping each other's throats out. I really haven't had to do too much. I mean, take out a bridge here, lay in a little hallucination there, sit back, pop some corn, watch the show. You can't stop thinking about it. Ever since you saw it dripping off the blade of that knife. I can see inside your head. And man, it is one-track city in there. Blood, blood, blood. Lust. For power. Same as always. You want to be strong again. But not just strong. Stronger than everybody. Because, my friend, I'm just getting started. Showtime for the meat suits. Watch this.
He did it! No. He said they're coming. He said they're coming to get us!
No. Stop, Joe. Rufus, he's lying. No.
Shut your mouth!
Joe!
Whoa. Okay. That's a sweet little knife. But come on. You can't kill war, kiddos.
Oh, we know.
Okay, folks, it was great to see Joe and Ellen back, Rufus back. This was a great episode. We got introduced to one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, War. Now, I'm not sure, who came up with this Titus Welliver as the character for War, but they couldn't have picked anybody better. He's a great character in this episode. I wished he could have stayed longer, but they got the horseman ring at the end of the episode. They cut it off his finger because he was using it to make everybody see demons. So everybody thought everybody was demons. And you had Rufus and Joe on one side, and Ellen and some of the town people on the other side. And War was bouncing back and forth, playing both sides, creating havoc. He got a little talk with Sam after Sam got captured by Rufus and Joe, and told Sam, "Hey, I know what you're thinking. I can see in your head you're wanting blood. You want to be stronger. You miss the power." So he plays on Sam's thoughts there just a little bit. But they end up at the end of the episode realizing what's going on. They cut the fingers off of War and get his ring, so it breaks the spell that he has on everybody. And he disappears. So now that leaves everybody wondering, what the hell just happened. We get at the end of the episode Sam realizing that he's not okay. He tells Dean that he doesn't know what he needs to do, or how to do it, but he knows that he's not doing Dean any good. He's not being very productive because of all this, and decides to leave. And that scene is so incredibly well done by both actors. And you want to see Dean say, "No, we can do this," this is how we're going to do it. But he doesn't do that. He agrees with Sam, saying, "Yeah, I think it would be best if you step back." So they split up at the end of this episode. And at the end of the last episode, Dean made the comment that he didn't believe he could trust Sam anymore, that they could never be what they once was because of him choosing a demon over his own brother. So there's a lot of trust issues that's going to be taking place in this season. And when Sam was, if you watch the episode, when Sam was in the grocery store trying to find supplies, and he ran into those two gentlemen that he thought was demons, and he killed them. He had a stint where he was holding up the demon blade and watching the blood on the blade, and Dean walked in and saw that and immediately thought, hey, he's getting ready to Jones out. So there's a lot of trust issues going on right now, and I hate to see it, I really do, but can you blame them after everything that's went on in the last season and all that stuff and everything building? Can you blame Dean for not trusting Sam? I don't know. I kind of can't. Excuse me, I had to get another sip. I kind of can't blame Dean for not trusting Sam, but at the same time, you got to think, well, he's your brother. How do you just let him go and just let him do, willy nilly, and knowing that he's going through some crap that he needs help, and you're just going to let him just walk away? Come on. So there is that side of it, but like I said, I can also see Dean's side of it where he just can't trust Sam, because of all this. Man, these were just two great, incredible episodes leading into this season. I'm telling you, this was fantastic. This was fantastic. So like I said, this was the first of the Horseman episodes. So there's 3 more Horsemen that we're going to run into eventually. And they really nail the concept of it. They got the right actors to play the Horsemen, as far as for right now anyway. Titus was great as War. And it's a nice illustration of mistrust that is the primary cause of war in this episode, because nobody trusted anybody because everybody thought everybody was demons. And then you also had the mistrust between Sam and Dean, which plays into the plot as well. So it was just another great episode for this season so far. And like I said, we're only in the first 2. So it just gets better from here. I'm telling you, it only gets better. You don't think it can, but it just gets better and better and better. I'm telling you. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to end the episode here. God, I hate to do that, but because it's just 2 great episodes. This is going to be an incredible season. I guarantee you do not want to miss this season. So we had today. So Tuesday will be a classic. No, Tuesday will be a Mike's Movie Rampage. Hopefully, when I do this one, everybody will be able to watch it. Again, I apologize for the aftermath. Mike's Movie Rampage. Not everybody was able to watch it because it was blocked in certain areas. I do apologize for that. I tried to fix it. I tried my best and I couldn't get it. But hopefully the next one will be fine. I'm going to do my best to get it out there so everybody can see it. So Tuesday will be Mike's Movie Rampage. And then, of course, on Thursday will be a classic movie buffet theater. But I'm going to end the episode here, and I will see you guys on Tuesday. Bye-bye.